Hey guys, what you're up for tonight? We're doing fried chicken, colored greens, and hot water cornbread. We're just getting started.
Yes.
So a little pre-show fun here. I am creating a margarita. I'm going to go ahead and show you. I have my blender pitcher. Not thinking. And no, we haven't drank yet.
No, we have not.
Got the blender pitcher almost full with ice. I just put in about a tablespoon of sea salt. There's a reason. And we're going to put about that much of a bottle in.
I'm glad I'm not driving.
Currently my favorite pickles. Very hard to find. But they're really good. I'm going to use about a half a cup of pickle juice.
Whew, that's got a smell. Pickle juice and tequila. Guess what time?
I do have a margarita setting. Have I even plugged it in? Yes, I have.
Oh, okay. Lord.
I've got a margarita setting on here. Okay, we're off to a great start for a very, very summery 4th of July edition of In the Kitchen with Mikey. We'll be right back. Hi guys, and welcome back to In the Kitchen with Mikey. If this is your first time here, or your fifth, yeah, we're going to count down for a little while. Please like and subscribe as you watch. Tonight we are cooking fresh greens, having our pickle margarita, which is, by the way, amazing. I've already started the greens. I'm using a pressure pot, pressure cooker. You can do either one. If you do it just with a regular cooking pot, you can follow the same exact method, but you'll want to cook it covered for about an hour and check your doneness. You may like your greens softer. I like mine with a little bit more bite. Your spice combination is whatever you'd like. I go with basic salt, black pepper, white pepper. One of the few places I will use garlic powder. And my secret hit 'em with something is the hickory smoked salt. I will also place in, depending on what meal I'm having, if I'm having pork chops, I'll throw in the smallest pork chop that's in there and season it. You can do it completely meat-free, vegetarian. This is a little bit of smoked jowl. Drop it in. If yours is boiling, let it boil, like I said, covered for about an hour, and then check your doneness to your liking. I am going to use my pressure cooker, if it's going to be there. Lock it into place, crank it up. If you're also using a pressure cooker, wait until your steam builds up, then start your time. With it under pressure, I'm going to say 5 to 8 minutes, 10 tops. You can check and see. Just make sure you release your steam slowly. 10 to 15 minutes, cook them, they'll be ready to go. Up next, we have our fried chicken.
Woohoo!
Be right back. Hey guys, and welcome back. I really can't get enough of this pickle margarita. We'll probably make another one before the end of the show. So, my greens are cooking. They've been on about 5 minutes. I've already turned the power off. I'm just going to let them release slowly and naturally. Over here, I have my iron skillet. It's not the biggest one that I have, but since I'm not cooking a whole lot of chicken, you want about 1/4 of an inch of oil in it. Raise your oil temperature 325 to 350 before you cook your chicken. Now, you want to get about 5 to 6 cups of just all-purpose flour ready and some seasonings of your choice. For example, in here I have a little garlic, again, salt, pepper. I didn't use any of the liquid or the hickory smoke, but that, you know, I don't know, that might be a little overpowering with both of them, but you can give it a shot. I did put a little bit of cayenne pepper as well, some thyme, some rosemary. I'm not saying this is the Colonel's recipe by any means. It's close. It's close. You know, it's good. Some good old fried chicken. On a later episode, now that I'm thinking about this, I am going to do a liquid batter or a moist batter, as well as just this dry frying with it. And we'll be doing a deep fry with the other batch. That won't be today. We'll save it for another show. But using your wet hand, dry hand method, you know, we think about it, but does it happen? You just want to lightly dust all of your chicken. I do not take the skin off. If you want to, you're going to find that your breadings doesn't really have much protein to stick to. So I would do an egg wash if you're going to do it without the skin. Just get your chicken ready. What I do while it's in here, I just kind of give it a good squeeze and get flour all up in my drink. A few more sips I won't even notice. But really massage the flour in all little crevices and crooks and crannies. And come over to your oil. Lay it skin side down. Don't with the drums. All side down with the drums and skin side down. I already know. Drop it in there. Keep your fire on about medium. You want a good sizzle the whole time. Do not cover your chicken. Cook it low and slow. Turn it, turn it, turn it. Every 5 or 6 minutes, you'll start seeing some really nice brown crisping on it. That's the best part of cast iron fried chicken. We're going to get all the chicken in. When it's about ready to come out, we'll be back and show you our hot water cornbread. All of this is going to come together really well and make a wonderful meal. Thank you again for stopping by. We'll be right back. Hey guys, welcome back. As you can see, the chicken is cooking. I flipped it for its first time. I'm still waiting. Well, green's just open. Now I'm going to start the water for our macaroni and cheese. I've got in here about 2 quarts of almost rolling boil in 1 pound box, 16 ounces. I'm using spiral pasta for my mac and cheese. The cheese kind of sticks to it. Use whatever pasta you like. Don't use spaghetti or fettuccine. Not my favorite. So, back here on the burner, I have my tea kettle. Just hot water. And we are going to start the hot water cornbread. This is a fried bread. It will have to rest for a few minutes. We'll start that. I forgot the cornmeal. We went shopping earlier. He's got a still camera time somewhere. So, this is just plain cornmeal. If you're not sure, look at your ingredients and make sure there is no flour. You don't want flour in this. You want me to measure? I already feel you. I want 1 cup. This is a third, so I will use 3. Next would be your melted butter. And you guys know already I use ghee usually. You want about 1/4 of a cup. 3 really big tablespoons. Yum. In here you want to add just a little bit of salt. Salt to taste. I would do about half of a teaspoon. I have seen recipes where they do this with and where they do this without sugar. I'm going to go ahead and do it with 1/4 cup of sugar per cup of cornmeal. If you want it sweeter, make it sweeter. Some of us are trying to watch our figures just a little bit, you know.
Yes.
So, incorporate your butter in with your cornmeal. My water isn't quite to a boil yet. Hey guys, and welcome back. This is how your hot water cornbread dough will look. You want it to cool until you can touch it with your hands, 5, maybe 10 minutes. So let's go over here and I'm going to show you what we've started with our macaroni and cheese. Our macaroni is already out. I've drained it. Don't rinse it. In this pot, I have 2 cups of, now I use skim milk, whatever you've got is fine. 2 cups of milk to 1 large tablespoon of flour. This will help thicken it up just slightly. Now, I wouldn't use a whole lot of salt in here because your cheese is going to be really salty. I'm using something very simple just to make a good macaroni and cheese. I have 1 cup of shredded provolone and 1 cup of shredded cheddar. Dump in your hot milk. Whisk until fully melted. This will take about 2 to 3 minutes, and it will also thicken up as your cheese is melting. Commercial shredded cheeses tend to be kept separate with cornstarch, and that will add to your thickening if that's something you're going to use. Once this gets all melted in, we will show you how to mix and be ready. Be right back. And this is our macaroni and cheese after we've mixed in our mixture. Now, you can bake this if you want at this point. I would just sprinkle some more cheese on it. As hot as it is today, there is no way I'm turning on the oven unless I absolutely have to. Our chicken is almost done. Beautifully browned on all sides. And you really don't have to babysit it. Turn it every 5 or 10 minutes. On the skillet, on the stove, I do have another small skillet with just a couple of tablespoons of oil. We're getting that ready for our hot water cornbread. Now, our hot water cornbread, I don't know that I would want a lot of this at one time, so I'm going to make us 2 smaller patties, cakes. This dish has many names. Hoe cakes, spoon bread, hot water cornbread, deep south. This is not something, excuse me, this is not something I can honestly say I've had here in West Virginia.
I haven't either.
So this will be a first for the both of us. Once we have these ready, we'll be back and show you how to put the entire meal together. Thank you. Now we're going to pull the hot water cornbread out. It has browned very nicely on both sides. I actually can't wait to try these. I know it's not your typical bread, but it is typically served with this meal. your fried chicken, your homemade macaroni and cheese, and now we are about to open up our greens. All the pressure is off. There we go.
Look at them.
They're not going to be overly tender. They still have a little bit of bite to them. I don't like them when they're so cooked. They tend to take on the texture of spinach. Now with these, I still like. Oh, perfect. Perfect amount of smoke, of heat. What I would do with this is either squirt a little bit of lemon juice on it, or like we did growing up, vinegar. You can comment down below how you guys did your greens, or even how you do your fried chicken or macaroni and cheese. This is just one way of thousands to do this. This is down home Southern cooking. And as many families as you're going to find out there, you're going to find recipes for each one of these items. Some of them are going to be completely different and surprising, but don't be afraid to try each and every one of them. Until next time, guys, hope to see you guys back. Before you leave, come on back. Come on back. Don't forget to like and subscribe all around. And please come back and see us next week. We try to tape every Friday night and post every Saturday. Have a great day, guys.